I don't smell. You do.
Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to our weekly market update. Today I've got Kayla and Shay with me. How are you guys?
Thank you.
Yes, a bit happening in the market at the moment. In our office, so I'll just kick off with a couple of things. We've got a colouring in competition and Santa letters. So they're usually quite popular. So if you've got any little people that would like a Santa letter returned, have a look on our website or come into the office and grab one of those, and we can get those out in the mail to them before Christmas. So, market-wise, what's been happening in the rental market?
We've been really busy.
Yeah.
We've got 8 properties online at the moment, but we're pretty much leased all of them, just waiting for leases to be signed, which is good because, coming in obviously to Christmas period, we want it to slow down a bit for us and not have any properties online. But if anything is, it'll be a few properties probably coming into early December maybe, and then after that it'll be January. So.
Okay. But sales market, what's been happening at the weekends opens and this weekend?
Yeah, we had a little bit of different weekend this weekend to last. So last weekend we had about 7 or 8 people at a couple of the higher open homes. This week we still had every open home had people come, which is great. But the numbers were just a little bit lower. So starting to see things slow down just that little bit. But prepping for a busy end of January, I reckon. What we're looking at. So
seems like there's a few properties coming on in that period. So
it is. So no, it should be good. Nice little break for us and vendors over the Christmas period and whatnot as well.
Back into it.
A big report was released the other day from the Real Estate Institute of Australia with 20 years of data across the country, lots and lots of data in relation to rentals and sales in Tassie. Everyone will probably start hearing a lot of media reports on that if you haven't already. A couple of things to point out in there that probably give it some context. That it's from 2002 to 2022. 2002 is just when our boom started, so it shows that Tassie prices have gone up way more than other places, but Melbourne and Sydney had sort of started in 2001, so that already had a lot of growth, and then as a sort of the year after really that this started, 2003 and 4, so you'll see the figures probably get a bit skewed on price growth over the term, where if they had started it from 2 years later or 2 years before, you'd probably see that much more in line with those other eastern seaboard states. That's probably one thing that I think skews a lot of those numbers. The other thing that's pretty evident with the rental housing and rental prices as seem to have go up a higher percentage than other states, and I think that and the lowest, and our dwelling approvals is virtually the lowest in other states. So there's a pretty easy correlation between those two things, that not enough houses are being built, which is why we've got a shortage of housing in Tassie over that 20-year period. We're way down on the other eastern seaboard states, like less than half percentage-wise. Obviously they're massive, but still on a percentage-wise we're nowhere near where it should be. And all of that comes back to planning, not enough subdivision land being released and zoned for development to allow for development to be happening right across the state, for then new houses to be built and then to fix the supply and demand. It's just simple supply and demand economics on that.
Crazy.
And there's just not enough land, not enough houses, which means that's why we have the higher rental prices at the moment compared to percentage. I mean, it's not compared to the sales, but we'll probably see that shift a little bit now. The sales prices are levelling out and falling slightly, with the rents sort of still probably increasing where they probably shouldn't be increasing. If there was enough houses and there was a lot more available to rent, then you'd see that tapered out. So I don't think that's a short-term problem, though. That's probably a long-term problem to actually get land zoned, get units or houses or however that be developed, and to even those numbers out a bit. So that's kind of some things that you can read into that report, but there's quite a lot of data in there. The more you read, the more it makes sense for some of those other things, but they're probably just a couple of things that are a little bit I just thought I'd point out to people to make you understand those numbers a little bit better, and then the rest of it, go for it. If anyone wants to see that, just email, call one of us, we can send that through. We've got copies of it. So it's quite interesting. You'll hear a fair bit of reporting on it over the next couple of days, I reckon.
Yeah.
So
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your week, and we'll see you next week on the update.